Hey YouTube, Sloyd here. Making meatballs today, and hopefully with the recipe good enough, you'll try it yourself. Let's dive in. First thing you gotta do, turn on your burner, get your skillet nice and hot, and then I like to use extra virgin California olive oil. You only want a little bit of it though. You know the 50-cent coin? You want the dollop to be around the size of a 50-cent coin. So once it gets all nice and hot, you move it around, and then, of course, garlic. Here we got our garlic. Just a nice something as a base. So I take my knife, get around that much, nothing crazy. Toss it on in. As time goes on, you're going to smell it more. You want to let this sit here for a good minute or two. And of course, during that time, I'm going to make the meatballs. We got 80/20 ground beef from Whole Foods. Be sure not to have your stove on too high. Right now, I've got it on 5. You don't want to burn the garlic because it'll mess up the flavor of everything. Start by taking 1 egg, little Parmesan cheese never hurt. You don't have to get it right from the block. You can still use the store-bought kind. Normally I go until there's a mini mountain. That's not really technical, but it's what I use. This is kind of what a mini mountain looks like. It's about half an inch high of Parmesan, nothing crazy. Then I take my Momofuku sweet and savory barbecue sauce, and I just hold it over it for about a second, 2 seconds, nothing crazy. You don't want the barbecue sauce to overtake the flavor of the meat. You always want to disperse it so that way every inch of the pan is covered. And of course, I add a little bit to the mixture. Same amount as in the pan, really. You don't want it to overtake the flavor of the meat. Same with the barbecue sauce. So a nice little dollop. It's a lot more dry ingredients than it is wet. So with the wet, you got the Parmesan, which is dry technically, the garlic, the barbecue, and then the egg. Now this is where we get all the flavors mixed in. I like to start with the garlic salt. I do 2 shakes, so it's just a 1, 2. They want them to be full shakes though, like pedal to the metal, all the way down. And then Old Bay. You do not want to overuse the Old Bay because it'll just taste like Old Bay. It's like a little tap. There we go. I don't really like using the measuring spoons. This way works for me. You can use the measuring spoons, I guess, but might not taste the same. Now we got Lowry seasoning salt. I do 2 full shakes of this one too. Now the holes in this are much bigger than the garlic salt, so you're gonna get more flavor that way. And I mean, I don't hate that honestly. What's kind of weird is I use chicken seasoning on the beef. It tastes good. I like it, so why not? This one gets 3 shakes. A little bit of salt and pepper. And I save the breadcrumbs until after I have it all mixed up. You know you did it right if the texture's a little bit slimy, but more put together. So something like that. Now it's time to form them. I like to have them a little bit bigger than a golf ball. That one's actually about a golf ball. Typically, this recipe makes around 12 to 15 meatballs, depending on the size. and of course how much ground beef you use. And the way I like to do it is putting the meatballs around the edge of the skillet into the middle. So kind of like a spiral. That's what you're looking for. I've never done a full food video, only the POV short stuff. So I figured why not show you guys a nice little recipe. Who knows, maybe you'll make it and then comment down below if you liked it or not. I like it. Hopefully you will. And just as I'd predicted, 13 meatballs. This is kind of the way I like to have it. Circle all the way into the middle. And then later on, you want to bring them all together in the middle. You'll see. The reason I like to have them all in the middle towards the end is they all cook an even amount. So every meatball is the exact same. While I was up there working hard, I got my seat stolen. Good thing I made a dog-sized meatball. Before the dog tries it, I get to try it. I might have went too heavy on the barbecue sauce. Either way, it's good. Here, try it out. Ooh. Was it tasty? Mmm. I'll eat anything. This has been Slowed Vision.